So I've determined, as of this morning,
Hmm.
that I would not survive an apocalypse.
I just made a joke about the apocalypse last night. We had like an awesome rainstorm thing,
If any
and
foreign dignitaries listening to this and they're thinking about nuking the United States, make sure one's over Cincinnati, please,
yeah, exactly.
because
Just a direct hit
just
would be nice.
I don't. They
Um,
there's a water main leak like up the street, so they have to shut our water off,
hmm.
and we've been without water for 9 minutes, and I already want to kill people.
Yep, yep,
And my house is making weird noises because there's no water in the pipes. Like the
yeah,
water heater's right over here, and I can hear what I'm assuming is actually just water dripping down into the water heater from the
right,
pipes
right.
because there's no pressure on the
Yep.
line now.
Hmm.
Anyways, yeah, just
Yeah.
like the murder.
I don't even need the apocalypse to want to kill people. Like, we got the doors open at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's that brief 15-minute period where it's not too hot. And because we live in, suburbia, every day
Mm.
there's a freaking cacophony of noise. This morning it was like the garbage trucks getting ready to, for 8 a.m. so they could, actually go down and get everyone's garbage. But they're out there like, 50 feet from my front door, beep, 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 all backing up and stuff. And it's like, guys, you have to ruin everything that's peaceful in this world.
Yeah,
Tomorrow it's going to be lawn equipment. It's just like, it's ridiculous.
yeah,
Too old men
we
should
need
be in their
all of it.
places.
We'd also die too if the people that pick up our trash. That would be
Hmm. Yeah, that would be a good way to go. Just like the plague and you know, be
rats in
nice.
the street.
Hmm. Yeah, we already have rats in the streets. I mean, here they call them different things, but they're like these things that live by the river, and they're like the size of small dogs. I don't know why we need multiple names for them. They're just rats.
They like beavers.
No, they're sort of between beavers and otters and like minks and what's that other thing that's like this? I don't know. They're like long and they do have they have beaver like tails, but they're not like a big flat thing. They're kind of just long and they get flat, but they're, just smallish. Nobody knows it. Who cares? It's probably some genetic testing gone awry, something, something. I'm trying to make a new kind of dog. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's bizarre. I've asked, this has also come up fairly recently, but when we first moved here, especially, I've over time, I've asked easily 20 people and I've gotten 20 different answers on what these things are. Nobody seems to know. It's probably some Pennsylvania Dutch thing. I don't know. The Amish made it.
The Amish made it.
Some weird Frankenstein beaver mink hybrid. I don't know. It's weird. They're not groundhogs. They're longer and thinner. I don't know. Who cares? Woodchucks. I don't know. There's all kinds of things, but none of them are exact. Hmm. It's as vague as a Windows 11 update.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a new way to update Windows
Hmm.
because we didn't have enough ways already, but thankfully they've introduced a new one to calm all of our concerns.
Yeah. And then you read it or you read about it. And what you find out is you don't even need to know this because it's just going to happen automatically and your experience isn't going to change in the slightest. And then you read about why they did it, or I should say, why they said they did it.
Mm-hmm.
And the question that comes to mind is, I you weren't doing this already? And I actually think that it's just they're shipping differentials instead of full cumulative updates.
Yep.
The key term, the key word in the term cumulative update is cumulative.
Mm-hmm.
And what that means is if you missed last month's cumulative update somehow and you turn your computer on, like if it's been off for 3 months or whatever, you're going to get that update. You don't get three updates. You get the one update because it's cumulative. And that sounds like a good system. But what no one really talks about is the flaw in cumulative updates is also that they're cumulative. So if you turn off a computer for a year, you have like a year's worth of cumulative updates in one update and they get big. And last year so they could cram Copilot down everyone's throat. Microsoft decided in their infinite wisdom that we're going to take everything that was in this new feature update, version upgrade of Windows. We're going to jam it down everyone's throats in the previous, the existing, current at the time update version. So 22H2 and 23H2 today are exactly the same product. They just have different version numbers. Everything else is exactly the same. But that means that 22H2 has almost 2 years of cumulative update going.
Mm-hmm.
Those files are getting really big.
Yep.
And that's why they did it, I think. I don't think it had anything to do with like, we're always looking at ways to make life more efficient and better for everybody. I think they were like, holy, we did something bad here. Like, anyway, that's my conspiracy theory of the day. You can enjoy that. So there you go. Cumulative upside. Oh, what are they called? There's a name for them. Controlled? No, I forget the name. Something cumulative update. CCU.
Which week does it fall into? A, B, C, D, E, F?
It's just you. This is the other thing. So this is just a new way to do the Patch Tuesday week B stable update that goes out every month, right? Cumulative update could be a quality update, could have features, it could have security fixes. But the joke is this: they're not actually saying we're gonna. This is not the new system. This is just another system. Sometimes they're gonna do it, and sometimes they're not.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to know. They're not really going to talk about it when it happens. I would imagine. Why would they? Your experience as an end user, you're not going to notice anything. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Something that doesn't impact anybody. Welcome to Windows.
Yeah. My wife threatened me yesterday.
Okay. Apropos of nothing. What happened?
So she's like, "Do you really want an iPad for your birthday?" I was like, "I don't know." Like, she's like, "If I buy this for you and you don't use it, I'm gonna be really mad at you."
Right.
Oh.
Here's a little bit of spousal advice that may apply. I a couple of months ago bought a new Kindle because I haven't used a Kindle in a while. I use an iPad to read, right? But I'm open to different things, and I really like Kindles. It's just that they're small and slow, and the last time I checked, they couldn't actually read all the content that you could get on Kindle. So I bought one, and I used it for a couple months or whatever. And I prefer reading on the iPad. So
yeah, see, I don't have a Kindle. I would never read like that a book.
Yeah.
There, but
Well, my wife and daughter use Kindles every single day. So the other day, I wasn't sure what to do with this thing. The other day, my wife goes, "I can never find the damn charging cable for my Kindle." And I'm like, "What do you mean? Just use the thing for your phone." She goes, "No, I have this." She has I think it's called a Kindle Oasis or something. It's like at the time was kind of a high end version of a Kindle. And it actually has a micro USB cable. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to make your life better right now. I'm going to give you this Kindle. It's brand new." She didn't even know I bought it. You know what I mean? And she's like, "Okay." And so I just reset it. I gave it to her. And like, seriously, within 10 minutes, she goes, "Oh my God, this thing is so much better than what I was using." And I'm like, "You're welcome. That's, that's just a little gift from me to you." So that's what you do with your iPad. If it goes south and you don't use it, be like, "Honey, got a little surprise for you." Maybe it will work. I don't know. Maybe she beats you to death with it. Either way, it ends. So
I was actually thinking about it last night. After my wife threatened me, and it was what was the last iPad that I had. Now my daughter has one, but I never use this thing because it's hers. It's in an OtterBox case that is the size of Montana, and it's
like the things they use on the NFL for for the service devices.
Not even Belichick could break this one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Sort of thing. And and she's got all her crap on there, and I'm not touching that thing. You know what the last iPad I bought was?
I bet it was like a 2 or a 3 a long time ago.
You got it right. iPad 2.
Yeah, that was a good one at the time.
Actually, it's whatever this one is right here.
I mean, today the bezels would look incredible, compared to what we have today. But you kind of blew it though. Amazon Prime Day, I think, just ended, didn't it? Because all that stuff was on sale.
So, kinda yes, but they're all the crap models I don't want. And also, the other thing here, too, is that my wife, because she works at a university, can get the education discount. which nullified just about every single Amazon Prime Day old day thing that's ever come and gone.
I just sent my old iPad Air in for trade, and I should have sold it to you, I guess. I don't know.
Thanks, jerk. Now I'm going to threaten you.
Well, I mean, it was... No, I mean, the truth is I was running into these issues. Like, I would reset it, and I'd run into performance issues and stuff over time. Like, I'd rather just give it back to Apple and
no, I get it.
Never see it again, you know?
So I told her if she loves me, she'll buy me an iPad Air. If she kind of loves me, she'll get whatever the normal one is. And then if she
the normal one now is pretty nice, right?
Which that's the thing. Like, it's
get that design. You know, I'm sure the screen isn't as good, but you would.
But this is how they get you, though. The base one comes with 64 gigs of storage, and it's like, we need at least 128.
Yep.
And then actually, they don't even sell a 128. It's 256, with puts it within like $50.
You're talking about the Air?
No, the base.
Oh no, they must still sell that with some
iPad.
low amount. They must.
Wow, iPad.com goes to 404 directory not found.
Huh. I would just apple.com/iPad.
I don't know. I binged it, and now I'm being redirected. So here, let's see here. iPad, new price. Buy.
It's got to be.
I'm going to click blue. Yeah, there's no 128. So 64 is 349.
Oh, 64. I'm sorry. Right. I mean, but the base is 64. So then you have to go right. You have to go to. So then you're talking $500. So what is? Jeez.
So it's $500 basically.
That's a lot of money for a base iPad.
Right. Even an iPad Air you can get for.
Yep. It's gonna be 128, but what's the base price here?
I'm not.
It's $100 more.
Yeah, I don't need. The storage is the least. Am I gonna?
No, but you know what? Okay, but here's the thing. This is gonna be more future proof because of the processor.
Is an M2.
I know. No, but that's good. You want? I mean, that's fine.
Yep. No, that's perfect. Which is why I don't want the last gen Air, because it's an M1. It's the first gen. So I figured whatever.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, the thing I had was not either of those things. It was like an A, whatever the heck it was, A14 or something, or whatever from a million years ago. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah, you want to get like an M series something would be fine for an iPad.
She was going to get me. She's like, well, what if I got you a sprinkler system for the lawn? I'm like, that's a lot of backbreaking labor I'm going to have to do.
Jeez, what if I gave you more work to do for your birthday? I'd be like that. I have a weekly expectation of you, but I thought for that special day I could just pile it on.
Yeah. Like, I'd love a lawn sprinkler system, but you got to bury the pipe or the line.
I was gonna say, is she going to put it in? I mean, her and your daughter could be out there digging holes in the yard.
Out there dying in the heat.
If we could just sit there and have like a lemonade and watch it happen.
I mean, that would be.
Yeah, but you'd be fixing it later, so.
I know. And let's be clear, my yard is not that big. 2 sprinklers that are connected together with a hose that I use currently when I need one cover the whole thing, so it's.
Yeah.
But it would be convenient to just hit a button on a phone and then you're whatever.
You don't even have water. What do you need a sprinkler for?
Thanks for reminding me.